Three, two, and one. Oh, jeez. Welcome back to another episode of Gamers Code, guys. Finally, I got this thing to goddamn work. Anyway, time to talk to
Everything
Sturge.
looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll keep tuning this paper. Although we won't know if it's gonna work until we actually try it.
Alright, so I guess here we go then. Everybody ready? But before then, I should save. Let's do a quick save. And Sturgis.
Sturgis,
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
shouldn't we test it first?
I
Yeah,
wish we
no
could,
kidding.
but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no
Oh,
way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
alright, let's do it.
this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Sturgis. Stay safe.
Whenever you're ready.
To the Institute.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
And my armor. Whoa. Seems like we are in.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Very well then.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Oh really? How so? And this is
Welcome
very...
to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
Oh yeah,
You
taking
are
my
here
kid.
for your son.
Is that Sean? Is that Sean?
Busted.
I think that is Sean.
Can't pick this.
Where's a key?
No way to pick this.
I guess that old man, Mr. Father, will tell us everything. But I think I went too hastily. I'm very confused. And this is very, very claustrophobic. Oh. Only I cannot.
Don't have the key.
I need a key.
Only opens with a key.
Is there any key whatsoever here? You have to get up and down this whole entire place again just to find one. This is denied, then how am I supposed to activate this? Or is it because I'm wearing a power armor? Alright then. Alright, radio, enough of your...
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew.
I am Father. Welcome to
Somebody
the
who I will probably...
Give me Shaun. The real Shaun. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun.
What?
Your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod, and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
My son is...
Yeah, you lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the connection. Let me try to explain. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Shaun. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human
There's
lifespan.
a half
Never
and half.
failed the
Okay, you're a good guy, and half and half
But
you're a
his
bad
cruelty
guy.
became more
A
apparent
paradox
with every completed objective.
of a
won't
humanity
lie.
here.
It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, and Dr. Holdren in bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Shaun, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
It seems like a strange choice, on more than one level.
I can understand how it might seem that way. It is something new. New discoveries are always welcome. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him like you would a real boy?
I don't need a synth. I found the real Shaun.
Yes, but not the Shaun you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
God, if this is my son and I've been out in the wasteland for 60 freaking years, not aging, and this fake one is a copy synth clone, then what am I to ask? Do I get the younger robotic version? Or do I stay with my actual son who has grown up to be a very, I don't know. From the rumors of the wasteland, it is not proud, but as a father who has found his son
Shaun.
as a leader,
I wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
I don't believe it. You know, I mean, wouldn't any father be a bit more than proud to find out that his son actually grew up to be a corporate takeover? Even if it means he was half lying to conceal himself? I mean, in a sense, he was only hiding because he didn't want to show the whole truth. And now you know the whole truth. This is actually Shaun. This institute leader, or promoted leader, since that long time ago.
Almost done. Just
It's an
need to
honor
tighten
to
up
have
this
you
primary
here, sir.
drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown.
Good to see you.
As far as I'm concerned, a phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past the production
See, where do I go?
Food supplement 77 has been... Coursers give me the creeps, you know? No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know.
The terminal's got this locked.
Now hold still.
I'm in.
Well, I don't think anybody will be hostile enough. Oh, it's a supply shack, okay.
You can return to duties.
Banner? I don't know what these are. Alright, well, I am a little confused of where I need to go.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
I'm halfway proud of them.
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
Huh. Very strange. My head, it cannot take too much of this.
Nothing to report, sir.
What are you going to tell me about this?
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Hi! Isn't it wonderful here?
Hello. You're here. Glad you made it.
Wait a second, aren't these all... I just realized... Oh, these are the
Father's a
people...
great man. You must be very proud.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Oh my god.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Operating at full capacity.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some
It's
heads
an honor
together?
to meet you, sir.
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe
All
I should
this
take
must
some
be
courses
a little
with me.
overwhelming for you.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft? My methods get results, and they will this time as well.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings to you. Okay, so... I wanted to go this way, but... Alright, map. So what? Can I just teleport back? Yes. So now what? I have to leave, right?
I'm trying to learn chess. The computer always beats me.
Does he? Well, let's hand this over to Surges first.
It's stuck.
Is there a way to leave? And if so, how do I leave? What? I'm supposed to leave? Okay, even I'm now even more confused on how I'm supposed to leave this area.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
I'm assuming the only way to get out is to find an actual exit in the actual vicinity. As long as I don't get a headache first.
Shaun.
I couldn't be more proud of what we've achieved. Hello, Father. I hope your time in the Institute has been enjoyable.
My head's hurting. Oh my goodness. There's all the things, a plot twist.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
The rest see me as little more than a glorified repairman. But I'm as much a scientist as any of them.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
I am utterly confused how I'm supposed to leave this area. It's very nice though.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
That's good to know that Shaun has done really well with his work. Is this a freaking roundabout way? Oh boy. Right. Well, I think I found my way in. Enter the elevator. You're on the other end.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volker.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Okay, this is really giving me a headache, so I'll continue this next time on Gamerskill. Till then, wow.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Ha! Looks like a Steam logo, except one of the circles are missing. Very funny, game. Oh, I found one.
The Institute.
Wait, let's not end the episode here yet.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore.
You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water, and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm not on board with anything.
No? And yet here you are, poking around. One might find that suspicious. If you're not planning on staying, I'd recommend keeping your hands to yourself. Wouldn't want to give the impression you're up to something. And consider having another talk with Shaun. He really is anxious to have you with us. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Dr. Fillmore.
What's on your mind?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Because every division is in a different area. I'll catch you guys next time on Gamer School. Till then, wow, this place is one huge headache and a roundabout. GG guys. Bye bye.